ɛna video na me number be no ma ye bi atwam ye reply bi a me de ma abrantie bi o YouTuber na osi otwi Uber or ye online driver na oye video bi fa said de osi ye na djuma na said osi nye sika na eche kro beka so no kra de ohu hia se ojai Uber djuma no hokwa brochire esanse Uber djuma ne sika wonya no okwa brochire akoye den obi tia brochire onda osori okeka ne nsem troka ene me nsa akoto ne video ba akoso na ene ne de menya botre esanse first video am ye no amanfo bedi matem na matena se me ba YouTube yi me hu se sana wo ka no kra obre ohene wo ka no kra obre afre na be hu de ntia wiase obia shift towards intro asofo ni na shift towards intro politicians ni na shift towards intro bra sisika ni ho na wo san ye wadwen se obesan ka no kra ende gina yie abranti edin de the channel name ni Ride with Manton na wasan ba biom se say dem se nyame adom ono ano se onya abochi a onko no e say wakwa akotena abrochire na all your video no
video to encourage you guys those who are thinking about starting Uber and those who have already started. I'll tell you that it's lucrative. I'm going to tell you how much I made throughout my entire duration of driving Uber in Ghana. So I started Uber somewhere around last year March 2024 March, and prior to driving on Uber, I watched some YouTube videos. One guy like Nihaned, I used to watch his videos a lot, and apart from that, I was thinking about relocating, but I didn't know how I'm going to do it, how I'm going to get the funds. I knew how I'm going to do it because I already have a degree and all that, but how to get the funds to do it, relocating can take like 100,000, 200,000 cedis, and I used to teach, so how to get that amount of money to relocate is going to be hard. So as I was watching those videos, it dawned on me, like, why not just start driving Uber? I talked to my sister. As at that time, somewhere last year January, my sister used to have a Toyota Vitz as part of one of her cars. So I talked to her to sell that car to me. Then I finalized everything. I did my license in February last year. I did my driving license last year, February. I hadn't driven before at all, like I was a novice, right? So I did my license February 2024. Then March, I moved on to Uber. I started driving on Uber on March. And the starting is going to be rough, but still a day I was making like 300 cedi as I was driving on Uber, because I knew what I was doing and I knew like my aim and all that. So a day I was making about 300 cedi profit. I was putting in the hours, but the car started giving me issues like overheating and all those things. It could break down at night and I'll be stranded. It was crazy. It was giving me a lot of issues. I remember a day I slept at the highway. Oh, it's crazy. So fast forward, I heard about Moove. That Moove was giving cars, and I was like, if Moove are giving cars and the only thing they require is your daily sales, there's not an advert for Moove, but the only thing they require is your daily sales. They are going to do the servicing, the maintenance, and all that. Then I felt like it was a great opportunity for me. I wasn't looking at owning the car, but I was looking at just making as much money as I can and just give them their sales, And already I knew that on Uber, my weekly bonuses are like 1,500, 1,800. So I'll just use the weekly bonuses to pay them, and the rest of the money, I take it upon myself.
Yeah. My post video no ha. Now, I will speak English because he was speaking English, so I will also speak English. You see, my dear, up until now, whatever Roderick Manton has said is correct, but there are certain inconsistencies from the past video I watched and with this one I'm watching. He said he bought the Toyota Vitz from her sister, but in the past video, he said the car does not belong to him. The car belongs to her sister. Let's put that one aside. I believe you remember in the past video, I told you drivers can talk. I'm a driver. I'm a Moove driver. And today, I'll reveal certain secrets to you. It is true. When you have a car that is not roadworthy, you see, that is not fit for the road, and it always gives you issues and problems, it becomes very difficult for you to work on these apps, on these online apps. I had a Kia Picanto myself, 2016, but the car was giving me a lot of issues, so I have to sell the car and then go and drive or move. So what he said there was very true. With the online work, if you have a good car, you will enjoy the work. If you don't have a good car and the car is always giving you issues, look, you will not make anything and you will not even enjoy the work. That aside, he said something about driving on Moove, and this was not an advert for Moove. On that note, I would disagree with him because here, in this case, you are making an advert for Moove. As a matter of fact, I am a Moove driver. I've decided to say this showing my face because most of we, the drivers on Moove, are really struggling on the app. And I will not encourage anyone who has other side hustles to come onto the app. If you have nothing doing, you are struggling, things are difficult, you don't have what to eat, you can come and try your hands on their cars. The reason why I will not encourage you to come on the Moove app, as he wants to encourage you to come on the app, is initially when we went in for the car, the agreement, the total sum we were supposed to pay was 141,000 for that small car, the Moove car. They increased it to 171,000, giving us excuses that the dollar has gone up, services fee has gone up. So imagine you signing a contract for 141,000, and then as you are working with them, hoping that within 4 years or less than 4 years, you'll be able to pay off your car. They come back and then increase it to 171,000. Just imagine this. It is not a stable work. And as a matter of fact, when we decided to complain, they told us, they, they told us point blank that you can come and park their car if you don't like it. I quite remember when I went in for my car, someone has already driven the car for 60,000 kilometers, and they told me they will reduce the price of the car because someone has already driven the car for 60,000 kilometers. Could you believe they gave the car to me at the same price as 171,000? Someone will say, why don't you then go and give them their car? My brother, the system has been designed in such a way that the system does not support you. I have my own work. I build, I'm a welder. Things are not moving on well. So you have no option. It is like you being a slave. You have no option than to hope and pray that you'll be able to finish their car. As a matter of fact, He was also talking about servicing, that Moove will service your car for you and all that. My dear, the servicing Moove does for you is to change your oil. That is all. They just change your oil. In fact, if they change your brake pads, you pay. It is being added onto your charge. And God forbid, my brother, if you get an accident, the car is a comprehensive insured car, but when you get an accident, I have friends who had an accident and the repair charges that has been added onto that has been added onto their 171,000 as the repair charges is 60,000, which means apart from him paying the 171,000 off, he now has to come and pay 60,000 as repair funds, whilst the car is comprehensively insured. To dive in further, Moove came back to us that they wanted to add 15 CDs to our daily sales. And we said, why? They said they are doing that, and that is called administration fee. And when we went in for the car, we did not discuss any administration fee. So don't let anyone deceive you. Look, you can come in for the car. If life is miserable for you, you are sitting home doing nothing, you are hungry, you can come in for their cars. None of us dreamt of going to Moove, but because life was so miserable, that was why we all went there. So this is the reality. As a matter of fact, he told you in his previous video that why will you go to abroad and suffer whilst you can drive or move? Be careful with the people you listen to. Right now, where is he speaking from? He's speaking from abroad. On this note, me nuanom a motie me, sɛ meka English ma ne ha mo, wonim sɛ mekyɛ channel wei edu TV. Meka twi, but ɔka borɔfo no nti na me so mepɛ sɛ mede English eyi n'ano. So on that note, I believe you are clear. It is all not, it is not roses and green grass on Moove. They have also added 15 CDs. And you see, one thing about the 15 CD charge they have added onto our bill, that 15 CD does not go to forfeit part of your total sum of the car. No, they take that 15 CD and chop it. They spend it because they say they are administrating. I don't get it. We complained, and they send us part of our part of the agreement we signed, which stated clearly that Moove reserves the right to do any changes they want in the agreement. So which means they can do anything they want to us and we can't complain. Today, as I'm recording this video, today's date is what? Today's date is 10th of 10th, 2025, which is 10th October 2025. We are having serious issues with them because of this 15 CD. They said it was a mistake and the 15 CD we paid was added to our, so they have reduced the amount of money we have paid to them. It has been reduced. Example, if maybe I have paid 90,000 to Moove up to now, it has been reduced by 3,000 because they said they made a mistake with the system. And look, we are going through hell here. So I don't know why you always deceive the youth as if it is all roses here. It is not. Especially if you're a man with a wife and kid, you rent. Oh my this my goodness. It is not.
Yes, so I registered with my friend on Moove, and we waited. Somewhere around August, the cars came and they gave us the cars. And even before that, I hadn't driven a manual car before, you know. So I had to learn it real quick. My other brother was having a manual van, so I had to learn it real quick. And I was determined. I was determined. Like, trust me, I was determined. I think the first driving test I failed. Then I came 2 days later as a new person. I think the guy noticed or he didn't know, I don't know. But I came again, and this time I passed. Then I got a Moove car. So I don't think there is a Moove driver that makes less than 3K profit a month. There is none. No, I don't think so. And when I talk about profit, I'm not even talking about the sales and the money you use for electricity and food and all that. I'm talking about clear profit. Minus all those things, I don't think there is a driver
You
like
see,
that. Yeah.
in the previous videos he did, move and me say make English no. I was say make English. Cause video no or English mo. A local videos na nka meka twi na obeka brofo ba meka twi no. And I mean catchy. Me ne bia na bebre nso de bi si move de ha ya te bebre ti twi. Okay, my main catchy. Say my can brofo to do my main catchy. Aha say no. Or say on jin bi say move driver bia wo kwa bosome utiminya less than 3K, which is 3,000. Me that say. Aha say no, reasonable. Nanso the previous video no, obeka asem bi say ono bosome bia utiminya 8K or 10K, which is 8,000 or 10,000 Ghana cedis. It is. Na ukohwe me videos amaye na me respond to ono a me can emphatically say oboa ntro no utwa mo no. Unsa afi de ono a wasate ebo no so. Good. Afi yembra sa 3K na woka ho asem no so. Ipa 3,000 na woka ho asem no. No kure nyame anim ni se wo ni yire na wo ni ba na wo yire wo ye adwuma no to say 12 hours every day with 12 hours ah. Oh, se bi ntwa ntro a ubetime nya abro. Enkanka ono maame no papa nete ana wo no nua bi nete na wo ya brante na wo ahoden ensan nim emasem onim a o no kure nyame anim ni ubetime nya ben 4 kora. Nanso de o kenye bio so wo yere wo ma eno de adabraka school fees ni ade no move car no stress e wo mu no nti e ba kwa ti say de bia mo bedidi but no kura no se wo ma no sa akoye nkwala omo ss we de be kai badafo bia bi hia do do so twi movie bi na oh, ohia nyame mo ohia mpare ni pa biara asema make akwa me ra ho nyame emo ohia empare ni pa biara ni aho kire. Na me share madam fi ni eti ho bo nkomo na me baba ko frɛ ni fi SS. Me say teacher for na GBB. Na papa yi wontimi nka kire ne ba ne so ni sika. O ye move o twi move yi bi. Omo kwa de omo koje ne foforo nti na me ncha de na me bo anasie o mbe wie. Me srɛ sɛ nyame so nyi omo fi akwanhyia bia mo no mo ntimi wie. Na ne be ya frɛ ni fi SS. Na papa on person ne ba ne be hu so ni sika nti aka che ne ba ne sɛ o twen sika bi nti ne ba na ma no up to enwumre 3 o'clock ewia 3 o'clock pm na me ne papa eti ho na o ka take call no na afi oye din na me say hey abrabo me mo bi ndada woda 3K na o ka mo asem so wo yire wo mma na wo ha dan a ofa eno kra no ebeye din me nka se wontimi nya but ebeye din se wo man sika o mo demand everyday na nka o mo koye ss fo no a o mo gi sika free ho de bia nya nkwala nketenkete a mo ba nu aduane a chale ebeye din mo me ento aso.
One thing about this business was I made sure every week I was hitting like the bonus. I was getting the bonus every week. I was getting like 1,500 on the bonus. That's one trick. So a month, the bonus alone should fetch you like 6,000, which will cut down some of the expenses. And also, I made sure that. And also, another thing I noticed about this business is the car you use. If you are thinking Moove charges so much and you want to use your personal car that's faulty, trust me, you will not even make any money. I had a Toyota Vit 3 plugs and I wasn't making much money, even though it was mine. Like I bought it with my own cash, but I was not making anything. So I would suggest that if you can get a fleet or a reliable plug that will give you a good car, that's the best way to make money. If not, Charlie, you will just be suffering, you will just be sweating. Moove's car, AC on, everything. A day I was using for like 200 CD. Sometimes even when the dollar came down, I was using for like 150 CD a day. I was using for, and I buy from Star Oil. Their prices are low, but their grade is high. We will talk about the fuel boats later. I usually go for Ron 91 fuel or Ron 95. I go for Ron 91. Some fuel stations don't grade their fuel, so I don't go for them. But I go for Ron 91 or Ron 95, depends. Okay, coming to June, right? The rice weren't coming. It was a little crazy. June, July, it was kind of crazy. You know, we weren't getting much rice and all those things. So, but still, we had our ways of doing it. If you want to win a bonus, you just go to Mad Club somewhere in the night. There are always Uber drivers there that will request you and you request them so that your rides increase and you win your bonuses. Also, ANC more, you can see some Uber drivers, they tell them, oh, Charlie, request me and let me request you.
It's a tree na ye. Ana okay. Aha say na o ka be bifa bonuses ho. Fatu trim say me amene mo e ka say Kofi edu betwi Moove e ka ne bi. Enti de me ka kire mo bia no enye do bia ka kire me betwi bi ene bi kwa adwuma 15 cedis no eho echi ni baaye. Omatete ye sika na yetua no so because of almost say the system no na me ba fie be ye me calculations ni ade enti na me ba fie ntem. Bonuses na woka ho asem wo ha no no kure se woka se opese ofa bonuses ni na within the week me phone na me dey record on ti no na che se e was say wo fa more than roughly 120 trips and 150 trips a week. 150 trips no and I find what the no average you find 130 trips. We divide 130 na che say a day bia no a day bia to me for 2020 kra na roughly 5 remember 100 then the other two 140 120 na every day there was offer 20 trips no cross me wo bonuses ne ho no say mo amuntwi move ni bi na mo pese mo betwi ni na make we a kire mo edin say ofa no dododo sa edin say obetimi ewie wodi sike ni bere na chi a week ni beso kra hwa wonya wontimi nwie ni mu bi mpo ena ti ase say ofa bonus ni bebre ya the more wo ye adwuma no enye the more na wo nya sika o fine wo benya sika na so the more na wo ye adwuma the more na wo di Uber for car Move the sika o mo je ne ye fix okay na mom the more na wo ye adwuma the more na wo di Uber for car because ride bi a wo be fa bi a Uber for gi between 25 and 30%. Fe no so to trim ansa na waba adwuma nim it is a wo fa obi fi ha call tema na ye gi nipa no 100 cedis a Uber for quite immediate sika no mu 25 cedi to 36 cedis. Enti bonus no ne kura wo mu ne se wo pese wo wi ni a wo pese wo wi ni a dodo na no ya na ebi wo ha mi say no ebi a 40 na mafa from Monday to Thursday. Na no class me wo mu ne say eya na enye sika bia saa o. Ebia from 40 no ye be kire say utimi fa nipa 40 a ye be ma 300 cedis. Na emom utimi fa nipa 70 a ye be ma 450 cedis. Na say wo ka so hwe mu a from 40 to 70 no, which is 30 ride no, ye the 150 cedis per na day aka ho. Good. Also buy good car. Good car ne the medical can once I'm sure if your car is not fit. Enti na me ton me car no. Kora me car ne ha me. Na so so wo car papa dia. And there ma besrew menko je obi aka. Say wo car na nyame ncha de o car no wa hoden a. Oh, betimi aka no kra kire wo. Se wo ye wadwen se wa obesie sika 150 na yetuama move no wa obesia ma ho everyday kra na within 2 years entonko si se wo car no nye na adwen se be ha wa adwen no upia na tikwa obenya sika fine a obetimi afa age ka foforo wa hode a de bia nso obedidi. Good. Yes, anko the next one. Fuel na sem o car no move for a car no se wo yire ho ye adwuma bibiri se de o ka ne de a day wo beto abro 150 no patrol no kre nti enye say every day 150 cedi nti utwi vet na wo te saa sika na wo yem no ho pre wo say wo beji move car ni bi me patrol say de ono ka no ye wa drive ni bi wo ho a day ebi mutimi ye adwuma 12 hours ni na anya kra 200 250 wo beto na nse o matoto wo yi mu de na me ne mo ka say na ye 10th October 2025 your matter to full mu o yero ho ye adwuma 300 350 ubeto eno so no class em wo mu no no afa o san so ba no right na we dey make us no ampo de no ho aba last 2-3 months no the kwenya me ni adwuma ni ube ye de ebu a ukọ adwuma the whole day no afa nipa be 5 pe. It is so safe no ono ani sika na okeka e woni old videos no na I made 8,000 a month, I made 10,000. O safe ufre nipa se wo nka no kra no kra ene ade ba ko pa se wo ka de bia e be bisa obi ade wo hia se wo kai bibia isan se no kra ntie no na beka nanso wo twantro a brain na no e wo se wo dwene ebre ansa na wakai de okan no safe ono ayi ono anato kanokure se okatire se bosome bia otimi nya 8,000 and 10,000 se wo so no asa tisika no so aba se obi a otwi move de anya kura no bosome 3,000 watisika no so pori 7,000 me be ka kire mo sa video ni se wotie sa video no na obetwi move a ubesu sa video no so oye no ema bebre bi omukunum be jai sa mani na mo san behwe no wa ha no kura ye ba ko pe edwuma no eye tutu bi gidi me de metufu me de aban enkaba egu minsa edwuma we a me de minsa e ka me ho akwaji mu no ai te sese de me de minsa akwohye owo enum ana me de minsa ato sebe kan na sen kan bokan me de minsa ato osaman eduanem metua ekana adu baby ntimi a mentimi njai na me nso edwuma na nyame de na me nso me wom ebedru maybe nua ukọ edwuma no wafa nipa 5 na wapa na wafa no enye se wafa nipa te se bia 200 cedi 300 bia o 20 cedi 16 cedi wo ba 40 me charge 16 cedi for ebia 20 minutes ride eti edwuma no kura ewo mu no wo hwe video na person hu no kura wo comment wase a secret ewo mbia meka kire wo mimi wo mu bi na owie no ka kire wo se utimi ma onyonko driver phone bi request oni ade mesrɛ wo ba adwuma nim na obɛyɛ saa yɛbɛgye wo kaa fi wo nsɛm adwuma no mmara baako ɛwɔ mu ni sɛ move no wo bankuto na wobɛtumi de ayɛ na wo ba fo nso ehu sɛ wo yɛ saa ade na ɔka na wo mu obi request wo na ɔmo bɛgye wo account na fi wo nsɛm so ɔmo gye wo account na fi wo nsɛm a move fo empene ma wonfa kaa no nkɔyɛ boat ana other apps ɔmo nso bɛgye ɔmo kaa fi wo nsɛm it is a foto na nyɛ foto pa wotie me yes asɛ me kasa ya wa but adwuma no me wom na baby a me wa me ho kyerɛ me no sɛ wobɛba a sɛ wo nso wo ho kyerɛ wo more de abra na emo no baby a wo no menua utimi nya 100 cedis bi a day na utimi bɔ papapa bi a menua metu fu setena hɔ emma adrafo na atɔ mo mɛyɛ me emma na emom no sɛ wo ho kyerɛ wo ɛkɔm de wo yere no ma nya aduane ni na obenya mo kaa ne bidi a ɛnde kokɔ sika bi de obenya na emom no adwuma wo yɛ no utimi nya 100 a day bra na obi anhyew obi anhawa bra tena baby ma yentie no
Yeah, you can do like 2 requests per person, then you'll be able to win your bonuses. Yeah. So driving with Moove a month, I was saving like 8k cedis to 10k cedis. I was putting in the work. I was doing like 12 hours, 15 hours daily, and I was driving daily. Every day I was driving. Every day I was grinding. And there are other ways winning the bonuses, and also sometimes some small trouble like.
Bra yi medwen ho a maintenance o mo se wasaba biom 8k no enye ono a na obeka kire wo se onim obi a oye adwuma wo move no so a month kra ne 3k de ontimi nya won se wasaba 8k ne 10k ne so na menua asem akwa yi ken we gade fi akotena abrochire o be ma hwan ya no te Ghana memu ha me bra ewa approachire me nka se me bra I say good friend bra hwan ya no te Ghana memu ha ena de wedi ni n'echi otimi nya 8,000 to na account mu a obekwa abrochire a doctor for kwan kombeko you see right with Manton intro no edoso me ken mo ba beye me but intro no doso wa shase fine afi wa sa de intro na be shem eti we na ma me gidi say either say company bi etua de ka say on be advert ma wo yes company bi na etua de ka say on be advert ma wo na wo de ne ndada de chi na bra ye de ye wom open kure bi a o contact me a me ka no kure wo mu bi a kire wo 8,000 and as anka beti here nka condition ka esi me so de 8,000 na say we adwuma within 10 months a obetimi na 80,000 asase ben na nka opa wontimi nto the next year oh Charlie, oh god damn it.
If the trip ends at 37 city, I'm just going to round it to 40 city and tell you, man, it's 40 city. You bow. All those ways are and sometimes so I get off trips and all that. Yeah, I've been to Cape.
Me patro say obi fawo na o end trip no na ebo na 37 a catch na say 37 ebo na 28 a kan say 28 a passenger phone bi ama ya gye adrafo ni bi efi omunsa ka efi omunsa esan trunket nkiti say wo catch no na ono ase o wo da nya hwe ma o 2 cities no wo wa no wagye ejuma we say wo bem na o de ntro ewremu a bra 1 year nso o ka na ebegye no kure no biye bi because fom meti abansoro so abo almost 4 eji na me si fom no ka betwa me ka na kire o me ka esi fom
Coast, I've been to Kumasi, and all those trips, you charge the person like 1,004, 1,002, 1,005, then you are done, you know. So all those things adds up, and
ɛno deɛ ɛyɛ nokorɛ wotumi nya long trips ɛno deɛ waka nokorɛ ɛno deɛ nokorɛ paa ebi tumi nya trips ɛkɔ kokoforo dua deɛ wobɛyɛ ade sɛ nipa no request wa ɛboɔ no ɛbɛba wɔ app no so no ɛwɔ fam ɛno deɛ Uber app no betumi acharge fiti akɔ kokoforo dua bɛyɛ ebi wɔ ha 330 kyɛ sɛ kwasia charge nti deɛ ɔbɛyɛ ne sɛ request ne ba no wetwa request de asɛne Moove foɔ no app no deɛ wɔ WhatsApp yi a no wetwa de asɛne ɔm na mmom nipa no ɔbɛtena wo kaa nim no ɛwɔ sɛ wone ne ka boɔ no aha wone ne bɛka ɛboɔ no yie ɛno deɛ otimi yɛ ɛno deɛ otimi yɛ na mmom no ɛnkɔ offline te sɛ obi a request wo so kokoforo dua udu hɔ a na wedum app no na wafa me nua wo ho bɛkyerɛw na kura ɛwɔ mu no.
yes, I was able to save like 8K, 10K each month driving Uber. Overall, throughout my entire driving experience from March to July, somewhere in July, I was able to save like 150,000 Ghana cedis. Yes, minus all expenses. I'm talking about savings. I ended up saving like 150,000 Ghana cedis. To July, somewhere in July, I was able to save like each month driving Uber. Overall, throughout my entire driving experience from March to July, somewhere in July, I was able to save like 150,000 Ghana cedis. Yes, minus all.
The number for baby di matem. That's why I make because we first video we di matem. Asema okay from March to July no. 1 year one asema na afenimu a te say March, April, May, June, July 5 months. Bra, enyanka me betra ha ka bi suit bi a be body air condition. Ada kente bi aka betutu bra oboa. Bra me so oboa. Ubetime save bibi na emo enye 150,000. Hey. Oh, graduate Manton, who has paid you to deceive the guys like this? Na ye hwe video ni wi akakra ye hwe wi a me do be call the comment section ho. Eno kra ma me suspect say video no it is paid for. Nkofo bi na etia ne ka na oye we just to deceive the youth.
Expenses. I'm talking about savings. I ended up saving like 150,000 Ghana cedis, and I was still spending. Like as I was driving, I was still working on this process, so I was still spending. But then at the end, I had like 150,000 cedis with me. Yeah. Okay, so
Nti to say na me kra me face say on spending sika bia o. And I'm say oboa no na mum or spend sika because of person kwa brotire nti ebia on say visa man embassy ne papers ne document bra oboa o do papra me say komu ku di abechi bi na mum wo adwuma bi a wo ye obi so ka kire say betima ye wo ba adwuma no part time a eno so oboa e ba afoforo no na betima no part time. But say they won't me. Ejuma na full time work. Eti na me videos bi kra wase dia say nsem bi kra bat say e bia asante hini yi. Wo se metimi nya ho videos. Yes, me need time. Bra oboa why? Oboa.
So I just got down from the car. So I was making all that money, right? And I started listening to Obendako and SBTV on YouTube. And I was like, in Ghana, if you're making like 400 cedi, 500 cedi a day working, is it even really necessary to travel? It was getting into my head. I was feeling like, yeah, I can do it in Ghana because a day I'm making like 500 cedi, 400 cedi a day, less responsibility, less taxes and the rest. Trust me. When I moved, I noticed that there is a big difference. You know, that money you'll be making it in an hour here, right?
Aha nso waka no kre kakra. Ana waka no kre. Obekae a mpatro se wo hwe video we a uhwie a me try say me pin sa video no. Me say come video in archives ni mo. Me a video about this guy. Na brochi kra de hu hia. Na brochi ko bre. Na me ka kire mu say bra opportunity ni ba adwane. Opportunity ni ba bra adwane. Se ekoye me de Kuwait ne Dubai ne mo de me ni je ho. Na ekoye te se Luxembourg ne mo ne Europe ne ne bra ko because ye dwuma we aye no e hustling work. Na wo hustle na e wa ha. Na wo hustle abrochi a ensonso ne be na wo mu. Oka kire mo se onu de onko abrochi na ye bre na fine ko si he. Ina me tu mu fo. Saa mre ne se kona ko tie oben da ko. Na wo tie oben akokra nka wo nkwa abrochi because oben no otufu say go into agric, go into this, go into this. Oben no n'ani nje abrochi ho. Ene wo hwe mu a obi a woti no a wo sie o wotimi nya 150,000. Obetimi kwotena abrochi 3 years oba sika wo de bakwa 300,000 endu. Na wotimi tena ha na wotimi nya say sika no within a year wo na wo sie. Eba ne say na wodwane kwotena abrochi. Bra, na driver for kasa na mi kofie du meka no kura kire o. Move adwuma no tuto bibidi. Ohwe ya enye no nso wadwane akotena abrochi. Nipa bi dwane nu. Ye wo nipa bi wo ha wabu na wi a oda form a wugira no so kura no se he wo me sori a de meye wo nso na wabu no a oda form a wo san gira no so. Enye de obi abeka bia na tie. Wa hwe wabra bom. Na de office wo ye beboa wo no. Enko ntie Nyankopɔn, enko ntie nipa bia no. Ye fa boa wo ho. Kese wakotena abrochire. Video no akakra enso de obeka no ye ono ane personal eyi. Ba de mom ye ntie se de obi nka se bia betwa na no so na meka bibi.
And people have been saying, here is boring, there is no fun. Come on, like, you can, so far as you have the genuine documentation, you can go anywhere you want. Like, you're also a human being, right? There is less racism. Like, you just ignore and go anywhere you want. Oh, that's substantial. Like, it's almost close. Let's say in Ghana, I've been here for some few months, and in Ghana, a month I could spend like 3K because I wasn't cooking. I say, don't be converting, guy. And the insurance is high. Ghana, we used to pay insurance a year, but over here we pay it monthly. So
Okay. Unado for me de see her. Na haye edu TV. The kwen na maka choro mu. Wo TV bi ase a, wo comment we ho. Utimi enemy eche. Me pese na mum utifie na ekomode wodi a, you can come and join and they ja. And ye hu si ye hu wo krum a, e be ma light. Na ya bo ho na ma o na ja. Ye de no motivate to do go say. Eje wo kwada wo bre ye de ade wo. Eti wa be face ha ye edu TV. When you Jimmy no credit me videos one go subscribe it. Why emehwe na nko subscribe it na like it. Na wo nua he ma nua ba bi a shebi ma no. Na wo say eje better say but still view ye jire God day we day. Bye bye.
Dibaye, dibayo.